and extended talking about this. So this all takes place in a few hours. He's at the office.
Yeah, it does take. Yeah.
He's got the karate. They've got the karate thing that's going on that he's missing, and I guess that's the night. That's 2 days before Christmas when he's at the office and he misses the karate thing because they go to bed.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't get the thing. So they wake up in the morning. Let's say because there's daylight outside. The earliest we could say. Well, we got to give him some early hours. So like.
That's true.
I mean, even going to the beginning of the film, the very beginning when he's in the office, he totally looks like the type of dude who's just going to be banging all the chicks in his office.
Well, that's a bad.
Well, at least it's made, but
that's a bad continuity error because it's like it's winter.
Yeah,
it's winter and
on that movie.
The sun doesn't rise until like 6 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it depends on what country you live in.
Well, he's in the Mall of America. They're in
yeah, somewhere in America.
Yeah,
America.
Minnesota. It's in Minnesota. That's where it's got to take place.
Oh, is that where it's supposed to be?
Yeah, so Minnesota. So we'll say 7 in the morning. Wakes up, says, I got to go to the office to get the toy. So that's when his day begins. Now,
that's when he's the beginning of his serial lying.
Yeah.
All he does with his whole thing is lie.
He lies and
everything
destroys
turns out okay.
everything. He destroys more things than Superman does in Man of Steel.
Yeah.
He's just, the whole town is in ruins, crashes through someone's house. He crashes through buildings.
Burns an officer's hands.
Burns down a house.
Coffee on him.
Burns down somehow, yeah.
And then if you include Sinbad in there with blowing things up.
With a bomb.
Yeah.
Just happened to be a bomb.
These are just awful
It
people.
ends in the parade, the Wintertainment Parade.
Yeah.
Which the sun is high in that. It's around noontime at that one. So he has a very eventful few hours in which he's trying to track this down.
He loses his truck.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh yeah.
So
essentially,
and the suit that was so realistic.
Everyone's crowding into the mall, into the toy store at that first toy store where he's going to. Now we already know that at least 2 people, at least him and Sinbad, are trying to get the Turbo Man toy.
Yeah.
Now everyone else is laughing at them, like they all crowd him on a stampede, and they're sold out everywhere, and everyone's laughing at him because he's trying to get Turbo Man, which is sold out. Which is the hottest toy of the winter. What is everyone else stampeding in there for on Christmas Eve if they're not trying to get Turbo Man because they all know that Turbo Man sold out?
That's stupid.
All right, so that's already crazy. No, they don't. Nobody wants him. No one wants Brewster.
Yeah.
Is his name Brewster?
Brewster. No one
It's
wants
like
him.
it was
all hot toys are gone, right?
Yeah. So I don't know what they're clamoring there for.
It's not Black Friday.
When they get to
they threw snot in there though.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's always nice when he shows up.
For you see him for 5 seconds and then he's under the suit.
And it was they paid him enough for just that one. When he gets the lottery that they do with the balls.
Oh yeah, they just throw it.
But they say at first, all right, everyone's gonna take one of these balls. It's gonna be a lottery to see who gets what. So getting a ball doesn't guarantee that you get the toy.
Yeah.
It's just you're getting one of the balls. So
Plus the rules you only get one, except they throw them all in one spot.
Because they're having trouble handing them out, so then they throw them all away.
I thought they got tackled or something.
The way that he chases down that ball, it doesn't guarantee the toy at all.
And on top of it, he's probably not even going to go back in time for the raffle.
No.
And they all call him a pedophile.
Yeah. I'm not a pervert.
Yeah.
Not a pervert.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Oh god. So much horrible in the movie.
It was made for Arnold Schwarzenegger. And apparently Sinbad was supposed to be played by Joe Pesci.
My God.
But he was too short against Arnold Schwarzenegger. So
that would have been awesome.
That would have been interesting.
But apparently Danny DeVito isn't too short for him.
Okay, another problem I have with this, the Sinbad is a mailman, and we know that because he's dressed like a mailman the entire time with his mail bag, carrying around, driving around his mail truck, even though he's not doing his route today.
With his packages and everything.
Why doesn't he could leave that at some point, leave his bag in the car at least, or why is he?
And it was really funny because he was throwing to run faster.
Yeah, he was throwing all the lights
instead of just dropping the bag.
Mm-hmm. Well, he had to get the bomb out, which he didn't know was a bomb because he was faking the first one.
Maybe he had meth in there or something.
Second was faking too. He might have had that.
Mailmen have done that. They give drugs to It's happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he's black.
Well, Tony, you don't need to tell us about your experience in the mail force. Civil servant.
When he was in the mail business. All right, the parade, the entertainment parade.
God, that was so horrible.
The suits. All right,
I have
the
to
villain
say-
suit. The villain suit. He has the fist that punches out,
And then it comes back.
It comes back, and then he moves his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His fist.
Yeah. I
His
know.
entire fist removes.
That
and
was really
punches out in
interesting.
the suit he jumped into. The jetpack that actually works.
Yeah. And the boomerang that magically just comes back.
Everything works in
Yeah.
that suit.
And then the little kid's running, and the cop is like, "Whoa, hold on!
It's
Let
part
him
of the-
climb up this fucking big ass building." And his little kid's just,
It's
like,
part of the show.
Ugh.
It's part of the show.
and then what a
That's why.
horrible person Sinbad is to chase a little kid up this
Oh,
big
yeah.
ass.
Well, he blew up the cops, and when he saw it was real bomb, he's like, "Wow, that's crazy." Keeps going.
Yeah.
And I love the ending
It's
where it's
terrible.
like he's done all this shit, and they're taking him to jail, and the kid's like, "Hold on, I'm gonna give him this toy," and they're like, "Hold on, let's let him have the toy."
Let him have the toy. And that they didn't go after Schwarzenegger at the end too, after everything that has
He
happened.
looks at him. He's like, "This is the dude who fucked up my hands and put hot coffee on my face. I'm just gonna."
Plus, has done any countless number of illegal things.
Yeah.
And infiltrated this parade as well.
Yeah.
Impersonating an officer
Yes.
with that shitty little toy. I was like, really?
badge. I thought he was gonna get found out. Someone had to have noticed
Oh,
this
so
this
stupid.
toy badge. Jim Belushi trying to be John Belushi. That was interesting. I mean, the Santas were kind of interesting that it was this black market Santa thing, and I'm pretty sure they're putting drugs in all of the stuffed bears because who wants one of those stuffed
Or
bears?
Mexicans. They do that, you know.
You said I have to bring it back to that.
It's not a joke. Have you seen that?
I've seen.
They put
Seen
it
what?
on in the big stuffed bears. They hollow them out, and the coyotes or whatever, and they put them over the border.
I think people of all ethnicities smuggle drugs inside of teddy bears.
No, not drugs. People.
Smuggle people
They'll hide
inside
inside
teddy
the
bears.
bears. Yeah.
Okay.
Norwegians aren't small enough to fit in those.
So anyway,
Is that where that midget elf came from?
there was a midget elf and a midget Santa.
Yeah.
I like the midget Santa.
There's two midget elves. There was Vern,
Yeah.
Ace Ventura, who's
Yeah.
like in every single midget movie.
Yeah.
He's also in Seinfeld.
Yes. Yeah. He plays an elf in Seinfeld too.
Yeah, actually he does.
Yep.
You're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Kramer's son. Kramer's
Yeah.
Santa.
Yep. Lots of. All right. So apparently the Sinbad's ex-wife had slept with everyone in the post office except for
Okay,
him. and he
that
wants
was
to go
funny.
into-
That was the only time I laughed when he's like, "You're sleeping with everybody but me." And I
He's
was
doing,
like,
that was just his stand-up, going down his stand-up lists, and
yeah, that part I thought was
Sinbad's
that was the one.
alive?
yeah, he just did a stand-up special.
Did he?
Yeah,
Was
it
it-
was like him and
Is that what he
him
said?
dressed as another guy did some stand-up thing. I don't know,
Wearing
it was some
overalls
weird
and then one
commercial.
had hammer pants on.
Yeah, I mean Sinbad's
Not so bad.
career is dead, but I think he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, right. I guess that's the key difference there.
Yeah. I mean, Phil Hartman's dead, but
Oh.
yeah. So well, it's nice to see him, but I just didn't want to see him in this. I was.
His coffin's dead.
Yep.
No.
Everyone's dead.
Well, right, yeah. Right.
Yeah. Any
Just
other
like- this is like
any other terrible thoughts?
Andy Kaufman's
about
up there
this
with
movie
Tupac and Elvis.
You have up there?
The one thing I was like surprised and I didn't like realize if they do this in real life is when they're doing the karate thing, and like they break and then they pull it from the. I've never
seen that in any of my karate stuff.
It's
but
kinda cool, but-
not to say that they don't do that. There's a chance that they do that.
It was weird.
I do like that the first thing that comes up with Sinbad is Jingle All The Way.
Well, yeah. Can you name another Sinbad movie without looking at that list?
No.
That's
I just think it's funny.
Tyler Perry does
Like
something.
this is what he's doing.
yeah. Sinbad was directed by Chris Columbus.
Yeah, number one's Jingle All The
Who
Way.
did some other things.
He was in Good Burger.
Wow. I just saw Good-Burger. I didn't know he was in that. I'd also heard that this movie, someone sued the makers of the producer of this movie, because there were something like 80% of it was similar to a script that had already been written, and that guy won the lawsuit. So
Ooh.
this movie
Some
was
money.
terrible, but it was also not. It was so terrible it was even stolen from someone else. Not even original.
Maybe the original
Terrible.
one was really good.
I doubt it. If it was 80% the same, you can't change 20% of this and make it good. There's no way. I mean, you could make a good version of this story, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
put Daniel
know.
Day-Lewis in
It's
it.
not tough.
Instead of Schwarzenegger?
He drank your Turbo Man.
I drink your Turbo Man. I had to say though, they had a lot of like in the parade. They had like Sonic and all that.
Oh, that was
Cat
cool.
in the Hat.
Yeah.
Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
He high fives when they say Cat in the Hat. Thought you were gonna do that. It's from the movie.
Yeah, it's from
Little kid sees Cat in the Hat. He says it looks to his friend, Cat in the Hat, and they high five because they really love Cat in the Hat. Because he's so cool. So Turbo Man is Iron Man, but also the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Because the show looks a lot like Power Rangers.
Those little midget dudes who came out.
The Power Rangers.
Yeah. But he's Iron Man, and also kind of the.
Hey, wait,
Rocketeer.
did they get the bad guy? Did they copy the Disney movie from him?
There's a lot of there's Brainiac, but also Mastermind, but which was not a Disney movie.
Who the hell did that?
Yeah, that was a like Will Ferrell superhero movie, but the whole brain in the head thing.
Mars Attacks.
Yeah,
yeah,
that too. So not very
Not so much.
not very original, but whatever. When you're creating a
Brainiac
It's
is
not original at all.
apparently they had created toys for this,
No, it's like.
but they actually didn't make enough.
I almost want to play a game with people who haven't seen the movie before and say like, all right, write down as it's going what line you think is next.
You could probably guess it.
Probably legitimately win. And,
Yeah.
So they made Turbo Man dolls.
They made Turbo Man dolls.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what else was
It
funny?
looks like they were preparing for this one to be a huge hit.
Oh yeah. I like
Here,
when
look
Sinbad
up,
keeps
look up how
calling him
much this
Turbo
one
Man.
made and how much it cost.
Turbo Man.
You gotta figure
I
it
like,
out.
I like when Sinbad calls him Turtle Man. Everybody's like, "It's Turbo Man, you
Turbo
dick."
Man. Turbo Man.
No, Sinbad. He goes,
Turtle Man.
Man, Turtle
Oh
Man.
yeah, he calls him
Turtle
Turbo Man.
Man.
But Schwarzenegger can't pronounce it either.
No.
He can't pronounce anything.
Like you couldn't tell that was him when he's up on
I've
stage.
done.
He's like, Jamil.
Yeah.
He's like, how do you know my name?
How does Schwarzenegger still have that accent?
Oh,
Yeah,
How
I
can
know.
he still?
Maybe it's his
He-
moneymaker. I don't know.
Well, it is.
Imagine if he was like Jamie.
if he talked in a
It's not
Southern
a
California
tumor.
accent for all the time he's lived in Southern California,
Jamie.
then
It's not a
It's
tumor.
not-
It's,
it's
a
not a
ferret.
tumor.
he'd lose all. He wouldn't have any draw in the theaters. But at least he could play these roles when he does this. Or there was another movie that came out recently where he was a sheriff in a small town, and like he plays these roles where he's not supposed to be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mhm.
Because there's ones like Terminator, Conan, and stuff where he's just big hulking mass guy.
He's a
and this
sheriff?
one, he's just a normal guy, so he can get beat up by Santas and stuff. Yeah, there's one where he's a sheriff in a small town. Came out recently. It was not good.
Howdy,
But-
Pilgrim.
But yeah, it's you don't. How can he still have that accent? All right, what was it? Well, look, it's Schwarzenegger in the height of the thing, and
Whoa, how much?
I think we didn't know how bad this was when we were that
What's the
age.
ratio?
Okay, budget was $75 million. It made $129 million.
Wow.
Now,
It
that's
probably
not-
came out
that's
during
not
Christmas time when everybody had to do something.
yeah.
So like, fuck it, we'll go watch this movie with Schwarzenegger because we were
I
familiar
mean-
with him.
Because it's Schwarzenegger and Sinbad.
And
Yeah.
Sinbad.
And, yeah.
Phil Hartman, Rita Wilson.
Yeah, the chick.
I mean, Jake Lloyd wasn't anyone yet, and James Belushi. Oh wait, no, it was produced by Chris Columbus. I thought it was directed by Chris Columbus. Oh, that's right, it was directed by Brian Levitt, who then went on to make even worse movies. Well, he made Beethoven and Flintstones, but
Beethoven was alright.
no, those were all right. But this was he made A Christmas Story 2, the direct-to-video. So Jingle All The Way.
That's horseshit.
So Jingle All The Way isn't even his worst Christmas movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's
Dare he? What a piece of shit! Try to make Christmas
Exactly.
Story 2.
Well, it
Did-
made money.
that.
Christmas Story 2 did?
No, this one. No.
Yeah, this one made
Oh.
money. No, Christmas Story 2 can't. Well, Christmas Story 2 could have made money because it probably cost them $5 to make it. And they
I'm
sold
just
2
still
copies
reeling-
to the people who were in it.
I'm just still reeling that this made money.
Of course. No. Their
It makes
movies were
sense.
worse at
Yeah,
the
it
time.
makes
It's a
sense.
kids' movie and they could do the stuff, and you didn't have all the crazy good movies out there at the time. I mean, yeah, you can make some money.
Let's see. I want to check.
So after this, Jake Lloyd did Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, and then nothing.
Yeah. Has he?
He doesn't need to do anything else. If you
I wonder if
take
he's
your
selling
money
money,
from
though, yeah.
that, I would think so. That and the video games, the voice stuff for.
Oh, he did video games?
Christmas.
Well, yeah, all the
Christmas
all the
Story 2.
games you get
There's
there.
no records of like how much it made or whatever.
Oh, of course not, because it was direct to video release.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that one.
That was a horrible waste of a movie.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Jake Lloyd, that's his name?
Yeah.
Let's see what
And
he's
It's so
Skywalker?
forgettable.
Yeah.
I don't know his freaking name. Like, come on.
What?
Come on.
Come on. Oh, I haven't seen a picture of him modern day. That's weird.
Ew.
Yeah.
He didn't age well.
Kind of like
None of those cute kids when they're younger age well. Like,
kind of like what happened to Darth Vader.
ah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
But like, have you seen all the kids like the one from Sixth Sense and the Jerry Maguire
Billy
kid?
Joel Osment?
I guess they don't. They all don't age well. They look so cute when they're little kids.
He was in ER and The Pretender.
I have a mirror. I know how kids don't age well. It's fine. On that note,
Yeah, that's just Jingle All The Way in Star Wars.
sorry for watching this movie. Apologize again.
Yeah,
But you know, hopefully you watched this video without rewatching it and you saw it when you were a kid. And
And please send all hate mail to Steffan for this piece of shit.
hey,
because he created it.
yeah, I made it.
His favorite movie in the world.
This was actually on the list of it was on 2 lists of one, best holiday movies and best holiday movies on Netflix.
I did what I could, Tony. I did what I could.
Best holiday movies
No,
On
no.
Netflix.
on Netflix.
Yeah, it was on both those, but it was also on the list of best holiday movies. Seriously.
There.
I think it's just like
Are there no
nostalgia.
other holiday movies on Netflix?
No other holiday movies have ever been created.
No. On
I mean,
Netflix.
there's stupid ones like Nightmare Before Christmas and stuff. But,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not any
It's like
good.
the best of all time. That and Elf and Christmas Story.
Plus, you'll see when I pick my Christmas pick. But anyway,
Yeah.
thanks for watching, and we'll talk about Dark Horse, whatever that is, next week.
We'll hear the sleigh bells ringling, ding, 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 ding. We'll hear the sleigh bells ringling, ding, 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 ding.